Hey, ARESxGOD here, and it's time to talk about the latest episode from 86, and I gotta say, we have another brilliant episode, for lack of a better word, with the way they handled everything, especially the concept of memento mori, so to say, remember that you have to die, the grief also of losing so many people, also find out the truth of the districts, and it starts hitting Lena a lot more. Honestly, this might be one, if not my favorite episode, philosophical episode, so to say, in a way, and I'm getting more and more hooked on this series. I would love from you, the source readers, to tell me if they have done justice so far comparing it to the source material, because this anime has blown me away with each episode. So let's get into it and talk about it. Now, we get again with the back and forth, seeing the future, seeing the past, how they got to that point. At the beginning, we have this small ceremony between them with fireworks, remembering the lost one, sort of like a grief ceremony in a way, with the fireworks they got from Lena, and we see how much she worked to just get them those simple fireworks later in the episode, going in to request supplies, reinforcements. She even bribed one of the guards over there to send the fireworks, pretending they're special ammo. She did her best. She even went broke. Like, I feel like she's trying to do everything she can, especially after she got attached to the entire unit. And you can see the differences between how the Alba spend this revolution festival they have, and how life is outside the walls for the 86ers. Everybody was getting ready for the festival, and I like to, it seems every episode we have to have an embarrassed Lena or a horny Lena, and in this case she trips over and she pretends nothing happened, moves past, but she got very embarrassed over there. She's so cute when she's embarrassed. But yeah, now also Kukumila or Kuren, I think, told her to give up if it's too hard. They kept trying to distance themselves from her, trying to protect her without telling her the truth of the districts, which he found a bit later on towards the end of the episode. But before we get to that, we found out that Sheen, kind of from time to time, also kind of crashes in a way, from being too tired, from having to deal with so many things, those voices of the dead, having to deal with the weight of his duty as the Undertaker, and how much that weighs him down in a way, and the guilt for not being able to do everything, putting them out of their misery in a way, the pressure he has, the expectations of those around him. So it just hits him from time to time, physically and mentally also. Now, like I said, Lena throughout the episode just tried to give them as much help as possible, promising to, or trying to give them new members, going all over the place, making requests. She even went to her uncle Jerome, asking help for supplies, reinforcements, everything. She got the fireworks through and some normal supplies, but she wasn't able to get reinforcements, and the reason I'll get to it. It's a very interesting reason, honestly. Now, Jerome also tells her to attend the party for the festival, and I liked the choice she made in dresses. She went in all black, looking very good, as I don't know if she did it intentionally. I think she did. Black as in mourning for everybody that has been lost. They keep losing more and more people, and she gets very attached to them. Annette, again being Annette, dodging from her numerous fiancés. Honestly, I would love to find out more about Annette. I have so many questions and suspicions about Annette. Also, a lot of grief this episode, especially with Anju. She was finally able to cry and let herself feel and start dealing with the loss of Daya. And I also got a lot of questions about Anju. The conversation between Lena and Sheen was also awesome. Will you remember us as well, Major? Remembering the ones that have been lost. I think she got very determined, or she made her mind in that moment to save them, to not let them die. Let them die. I hope she succeeds. I really hope sometime they're actually gonna meet face to face to see those fireworks together. They made that promise, or at least the intent to get to that point. I hope it's gonna happen because they definitely deserve it. Now, we also see the other side from the moment they got the fireworks and the conversations. The dialogue in this episode was so good. Lena and Sheen talking, this time Kurena and Anju talking, taking a shower, and them, they're looking good over there. And Kurena kept asking Anju if they can tell her. Wait, what? What? Tell Lena what? Like, they kept dropping that information, but we didn't get the answer right until the end of the episode, thanks to Raiden and Sheen and everybody agreeing to tell Lena the truth of the districts, and I'll get to that. Even Kurena, when at the first episodes, you saw how aggressive she was against Lena after everything that happened with Kaye, with all of them around, the history they had with the handlers. Even she is starting to warm up towards Lena and thinking, would she stop calling if they told her? But now a curious thing happened. Anju had a scar on her back. You even admitted that she was growing her hair to hide it. And Daya was the first one to ask her, even though he knew about the scar, are you growing your hair because it's pretty? Like, without focusing on the scar. And now that he's gone, she's finally able to deal with it in a way. I still have a lot of questions what exactly that scar is, but maybe it's tied towards the reveal we got at the end of the episode. Hopefully we're gonna get an answer, because I have so many questions after this episode. But again, an amazing dialogue between Anju and Kurena, Daya being the first one who complimented her on her hair, even though he knew about the markings, the scar. And Kurena saw Sheen in the past doing his Reaper job, with the way he's putting the ones out of their misery so they don't get captured. Honestly, just it feels like a work of art so far, this story, this anime, this series. Maybe I'm giving it too much praise, but honestly, I like it quite a lot. Now, it's finally time for them to deal with that base. They got the new mission, even though they knew it was a trap. They take on the base, they go through with it, but this railgun, big cannon out of the sky, I think it was like 120 kilometers away, destroyed them once. They had a lot of casualties. And that scene was just so powerful, so good with the way they handled it. Every time somebody died, they didn't show the death scene. They didn't make it gruesome. It felt more painful this way. They showed the face of them with the fireworks. I feel like that hit a lot more weight. It had that scene in the way they handled the death of the people in the mission. Like I said last video, I got attached, even though I told you not to get attached. Why? And I'm not ready for more characters today, even though I know they're gonna die. But yeah, that scene was very, very powerful. They have to retreat. Even Lena just retreat. Even Sheen agreed. They have to stop the mission. They weren't there. I feel like Sheen knows something or sensed something during that mission. Maybe something tied to his brother, or maybe he heard something with those voices. But seems like the Legion has a lot more military power, like even technological power, more weapons. They've been holding back quite a lot, so the Alba are gonna lose this war, even though they're probably not gonna admit it or blame the 86ers. But yeah, they have no idea what's in store for them. And I'm so curious what the Legion is planning. And now it's time to get the truth of the districts. And Raiden just had a nice monologue there, speech, so to say, when they all agreed it's finally time to tell her the big secret. They kept talking throughout the episode, and apparently the districts are an execution ground, especially their unit. And the way they get drawn into the military, they bait them, telling them, hey, it's only a short term, and after that you're free to go. But they bait them in just to kill them, like call them in a way with the military and use them for all their worth. So their life is just like a tool. That's how they see them. And they knew from the beginning, they all knew, lost a lot of people, and that's the reason they're not gonna get any reinforcements, especially in the spearhead unit, because they've been the ones that have survived the longest, they're the smartest, and that's why they kept getting put into this insane situation, just to kill them so they don't end their term, so to say, or think about escaping. Now we find the reason why they are choosing to fight. And I like this, not everything is black and white. Yes, the Alba, most of them are scum, assholes, pieces of shit, however you want to call them, with the way they're treating the 86ers. But I liked Raiden making out an excellent point. Now, yes, most of them are bad, but not all of the 86ers are good. So it's not black and white, it's not as simple. This side is the evil side, that side is the good side. On all sides, there's both good and evil. Some of them have been treated badly by 86ers. Some of the Alba have helped them, they fought for them, the previous commander, so many stuff going back and forth. So it's not simple, it's gray, not black and white. So that's why they're fighting for the good ones and their choice. They still fight because they want to be better. They're choosing how they die. Honestly, the end of the episode was so good. The speech they all had, the faces, the reactions. Yeah, I keep hyping this series up. I really hope the more we have of it, I'm not gonna get disappointed. But if it keeps going like this, it might be one of the best series or stories. So I would love to hear from you guys in the source material. Just your opinions. How is the anime so far? Of course, no spoilers. And is the story gonna keep staying this good? Please let me know down in the comments below. Now, the last scene we had, I think it was the railgun or the cannon unit that attacked them. At the end, we saw them destroying another, or saw it destroying another unit. So I'm very curious about that. And also, Sheen's brother, was he connected to that trap? And a lot of questions on this execution ground. And Jerome, I have my suspicions on Jerome, honestly, and Annette also. So yeah, as always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So please remember to comment what you guys thought about the episode. I'll see you again on the next one. Keep enjoying 86. Bye bye.